Hello, 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 everybody out there. This is Derek, aka No One on YouTube. Shout out to all of you metalheads. We're going to do some Black Sabbath, but this is going to be my first time checking out Ian Gillan as the lead singer. So now I know that Ian Gillan was part of Deep Purple, and I'm thinking, and I think I'm right, but correct me if I'm wrong, that he is the third singer of Black Sabbath. That after Ozzy left, obviously, was Ronnie James Dio, and Ronnie James Dio did 2 studio albums and the live album. So Heaven and Hell, and then Mob Rules, and then they did the Live Evil album, which I think was also, at the same time that Ozzy had released Speak of the Devil, which was, as you guys know, an album of all Sabbath songs. So, but then I think Tony and Geezer, or maybe it was just Tony, I don't know, but they fired Ronnie James Dio. I guess it wasn't working out for whatever reason. I got to go back and watch Dio's documentary. I did a full reaction to that on my Patreon. But after they fired Dio, then Ronnie took Vinny Appice, and then the two of them together formed the band Dio. Now, I already did a first-time reaction to Holy Diver and Rainbow in the Dark. I think those are the only 2 Dio songs that I've reacted to, unless there's another one that I'm forgetting. But needless to say, I don't want this introduction to be too long. So, as far as I know, Ian Gillan is the third singer. He came right after Ronnie James Dio was let go. And I know that another Deep Purple member eventually later also played with Black Sabbath, and it's Glenn Hughes. So I'm gonna check out something from Glenn Hughes as well. So now, if you guys think that there's a specific song that I should start off with Glenn Hughes, drop that in the comment section, okay? Now, somebody recommended this one, and Patreon member Adamant Faker said that Zero the Hero is probably the best song that Black Sabbath did with Ian Gillan. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, let me look that up. So I did, and I found an HD remastered, I think it's HD remastered, right? Yeah, music video. And then I found a live version that is live in Rock Palace 1983, supposed to be in HD. But either way, I mean, you can't always find like the best quality when something is from like the early 1980s or whatever. But just to have them around to be able to look at and rock out and enjoy. So, are you guys ready to rock out with me? Okay, this is Black Sabbath with Ian Gillan doing Zero the Hero. Let's go.
Now it's time to vanquish the victor.
Oh, what the heck? Hold on a second, guys. I forgot that I turned off my. All right, let me take that back. All right.
Now it's time to vanquish the victor. Savage the savior and Zero the hero. Who better to champion this cause of rock occult than the metal edge themselves? Black Sabbath.
Looks like Meatloaf, but is that Ian? I'm waiting for that metal riff. Geezer, Tony. Oh, let me know who the drummer is. So I'm going to put it back, but Bill Ward recorded the drums on Heaven and Hell, but then left after the album was released, and then Vinny Appice came in. So when Vinny Appice left Sabbath with Ronnie James Dio to go form Dio, is this that guy? I think his name is Cozy. Is it Cozy Powell? I'm not quite sure, but you guys can let me know in the comment section. Educate me on everything post Ozzy. Oh, listen to Geezer's bass. So, first impression, I love his voice. I mean, his voice is like incredible in Deep Purple. So there's no, what's the word? There's no objection to his vocals, that's for sure. Um, I was expecting something a little bit more riffy because that's Tony Iommi's thing. Tony Iommi is the riff master, but this isn't too riffy. I'm not quite sure like how to describe it, but I'm just gonna keep on going. I want to see if there's any transitions. I want to see. We'll definitely hear the guitar solo. So here's what I'm thinking. All right. Um, when I heard Heaven and Hell, the riff, right? Even though it was the first post Ozzy Black Sabbath, you know, that they put out with the guitar, dun 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 dun. Dun. It was so Black Sabbath, right? It was still like Tony Iommi riffs. Um, this is not giving me a Black Sabbath vibe. Now, I'm not saying that the song is bad. I'm enjoying the song for sure. But if I was, I don't know, if I wasn't looking at this, if somebody was just playing this at a party, I wouldn't necessarily go, "Oh, that sounds like Black Sabbath." Um, honestly, I wouldn't even. I'd probably just be like, "What band is this?" Or maybe not even ask at all. But I'm not getting Black Sabbath from this, but I am still enjoying the song. Um, okay, here's a question. Is there anything on this album, which I don't know what the name of the album that this comes from, but is there anything on this album that has like signature Tony Iommi riffs? I mean, I don't expect it to be like Iron Man or Sweet Leaf or Sabbath Bloody Sabbath or even Heaven and Hell, but riffy, right? I mean, that's what I love the riffs. I mean, that's a catchy chorus. Really catchy chorus, and it's a good song. I'm still not getting, and it's okay. I'm not comparing to Black Sabbath eras. The whole point of me going into the post Ozzy era is because we lost Ronnie James Dio, we lost Ozzy, we still have Tony Iommi and the other boys, and I want to recognize and acknowledge and enjoy the work that Tony Iommi has done that I never checked out while he's still here. I always hated reactors that like waited until Ozzy died and then they're like, "Oh, I'm going to react to Ozzy Osbourne." It's like, really, really, because I was like requesting you guys to like to do Ozzy videos, and nobody would like react to him, for years. Anyways, that's why I want to do this. I want to give respect to Tony Iommi. And speaking of which, I'm going to put it back a little bit, but I want to see if there's a guitar solo coming up. That looks like me without coffee. That kid is weird looking. Okay, whoops. I hate this bull crap. Hold on a second. I don't know why. Okay. Anyways. Okay. So, the video was totally weird. Um, I have no idea. I wasn't gonna like start analyzing the actual music video. I don't know what the heck was going on. I don't know if that was like the Hunchback of Notre Dame or or if the guy was just kind of like the guy from the end of Goonies. I don't know who that was. These videos are interesting. This is 1983. In 1983, this is about as cheesy looking as like Ozzy's videos when Bark at the Moon and So Tired came out from the Bark at the Moon album. But anyways, um, it's a good song. It's a good song. It doesn't sound like a Black Sabbath song to me at all. Not even the solo. Um, but that's okay. But it was a good song. I enjoyed it. So, I have to just recognize that this is just how Black Sabbath sounded at this point. And I can't expect Black Sabbath, with a third singer to sound like what they sounded like with Ozzy, or to sound what they sounded like with Dio. This, at least for right now, is the sound with Ian Gillan. And it's different, but it's still good. I enjoyed it. So let's go to the live version. I want to see them performing this live. Not to mention, I think in the studio recording, it sounded almost a little muffled or compressed or something. But I want to hear like the song live. By the way, what I wanted to say too, as far as like the song as a whole in general, I think the two people that stuck out the most to me was, excuse me, Ian's vocals and Geezer's bass. The drummer didn't seem to do anything crazy, and even Tony didn't do anything crazy. The riff wasn't crazy, the solo wasn't crazy, but like I said, the song as a whole is a good song. But Ian and Geezer stood out for me. Now, if it's the opposite for you, let me know in the comment section. We can totally differ in opinions because, opinions are like, what holes, because we all have one. Okay, I'm just going to go back again. Sorry, guys. Right, and you know what? I enjoyed watching that better than the, official music video. I think the music video was a little distracting, but a lot of '80s videos were like that, you know, sometimes they told a story, sometimes it was totally off and weird. Even like Ozzy's "So Tired" video that came out at in this year, um, I think had kinda like a similar, like, Hunchback of Notre Dame character in that video too, but anyways, um, again, it's a great song. Um, to me, it does not sound like Black Sabbath. It doesn't sound like a Black Sabbath song, and, but it is a good song, so I enjoyed that. Let me know, well, how many albums did Ian Gillan do with Black Sabbath? Was it 1? I know Ronnie James Dio did the 2 studio albums and the 1 live album. So, Ian Gillan, how many did he do? I looked this up the other day, but I can't remember anything. But anyways, let me know, guys. I'm gonna put the links to the original videos in the description, and go give the original uploaders a like and a hype and a comment and all of that stuff. If you like this reaction, then I hope that you will press like, subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload. Hype the video if it gives you the option. Leave lots of comments down below. Let me know your history with like Black Sabbath and your history with Ian Gillan's time in Black Sabbath. And what was your favorite era of Black Sabbath? And I'm not one of those that compares, nor am I one of those that's going to look down on you or just because you have a differing opinion. I'm not one of those people. Okay. Um, like somebody like in my comment section on one video said something like metal sucks chunks, man. And I was just thinking to myself, bro, are you 14? Like, I knew it was somebody like in my age range, but I was just thinking to myself, okay, this must have been like the douchebag that I used to know like back in high school or something, you know. Who talks like that anymore? Especially if you're like older than 30. Come on, man. But anyways, feel free to give your opinion down below. You won't get judged. And anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for rocking out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.